Nothing can stop us. Whatever brings this moment, nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us.
When we rise, we're unstoppable, you know. Through trials and storms, together we grow. Every heartbeat that goes in perfect harmony. With faith as our anchor, united we'll be together.
Nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us.
Wait for it. Can't shut the door.
This moment, nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us.
Why really stay? Yeah, yeah.
This moment,
And Chloe left him. He go down there. Charting new territory. Oh, riding our own path. Creating new territory. Standing on His word. Oh, nothing can stop us. Never wait for a face of things. With nothing just a purpose. Oh, yeah. With lights and shouts, His word, friend, we conquer our fear. Turn you with unity and faith will always win. Wait for the friend.
nothing can break us. Nothing can stop us. Whatever brings this moment, nothing can break us.
Every breath knows, every breath
Mic check 1, 2. Ready for the show. Feel the groove, watch the energy grow. Let the rhythm hit, spreading love up front. Everybody knows it's the vibe we want. Turn up the speakers, let the beat drop. We keep it real, no intention to stop. This ain't the first time, won't be the last time. So grab a friend, tag, text, and tell somebody. Tell somebody. It's Wade's Word and Friends. Moving to the beat, feel the bassline jam. Snap your fingers, nod your head to the slam. Our souls connected, rhythm never lies. Eyes closed, we rise under city skies. Feel the heartbeat, it's the soul we chase. Every note, every word in this sacred space. Tell somebody, it's the movement we've begun. Wade's Word and Friends, the journey's just begun.
Wade's Word and Friends. It's a family affair. Tag a soul in need. Show them that you care. If you're looking to connect with heart so grand, we're the chorus of love. Come take our hand. Let's go. Wade's Word and Friends. Tag your brother, your sister. In unity we mend. Wake up and tell a friend. Wade's Word and Friends is about to begin. Text, tag, and spread the word. Wade's Word and Friends is the new hot space for all things funny, challenging, and creative. So wake up, tag a friend, and spread the word. Tag someone who needs a smile today. So if you want to be a part of something special, we are the space. Let's go, Wade's Word and Friends. Tag someone who needs to hear this and spread the word. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Let the spirit move. In this house of joy, our souls we soothe. With every beat we're sharing Wade's truth. We're sharing Wade's truth. In this fellowship, our hopes we boost. Bring it down now. Wade's Word and Tribe. Join the movement. Feel the vibe.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on, everybody, big it up this morning. Come on, show some love. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to be in this space on today. I hope that you're excited as well. Do me a favor, tag, text, and tell somebody. Tell them to come on in the space and hang out with yours truly. Would love to see each and every one of you. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Make sure that you are liking, the post. Sharing the post. All of that good stuff that you know that we do in this space. So make sure that you're doing it. I see Whitney. I see Shakira. I see Lori. I see Aisha. Ann, what's going on? Jermaine, what's happening with you as well? And others who have made their way into the space. Come on, everybody. I see Gladys in the space as well. Make sure that you're tagging, texting, and telling somebody. It's very simple. Get out of the chat real quick. If you're on that YouTube side, get out of the chat real quick and go ahead and, hit that thumbs up button on the YouTube side. If you're on the Facebook side, make sure that you are tagging and texting as well. Do me a favor. Go ahead and do that real quick. How's everybody doing? How has your week been? Did you do anything fun so far this weekend? Hey, what are you doing for the fathers in your life? We would love to hear all of those things. From you. Precious, what's happening? Good to see you. Big up. Big up to everybody. Come on, show some love. I'm excited to be in the space with you all. We're going out on Facebook, various pages on Facebook, my personal page, Rodney Wade. We're going out also on the Wade's Word and Friends page as well over there on Facebook. We're going out on YouTube, Wade's Word and Friends. And we're also going out on Twitch today. After this, we're going to share some content also on Instagram and also on TikTok. If you have not connected in our spaces, if you have not subscribed in our spaces, do me a favor. Go ahead and do that. It don't cost you anything, to make that happen. So go ahead and, as they say, help a brother out. By doing that, connecting in all of our spaces. Also see some of y'all have not as of yet liked the post and everything on YouTube. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that if you're on the YouTube side. Let me go ahead and share out on Facebook as well. If y'all don't mind, give me a few minutes. I'm going to do that as well. So we got some new music today. We're celebrating all of the fathers. Big up to the fathers. Big up to the fathers. And that's all of the fathers. That's all of the fathers. I'm not going to try to limit it and try to describe what that is. You define what that means to you. But today we're celebrating all of the fathers. And I put out a post this morning. We don't want no socks and no ties. Nope, 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 nope. Hell no. No, we don't want that. So, make a brother some dinner or take a brother out or something like that, hopefully you all are doing that. Go ahead and share it in the various spaces as I am doing currently. Come on, y'all, catch up. Sharing all of our spaces. I'm doing that right now as well. Obviously, we're going to center ourselves today as well. We're going to drop some new music. Today as well. Come on, let me know in the chat if you're ready for some new music. Yeah, drop it in the chat real quick. So make sure that you're liking in all of the spaces. Kenmar, what's happening? Good to see you this morning as well. Yeah, I see everybody making their way in. I think we're all getting on the same page, and that's always a good thing. So let's go ahead and get to it. Y'all know what it is. It's Wade's Word and Friends. And I'm welcoming all of my circle into the space because we got that vibe.
Wade's Word and Friends. We got that vibe. Wade's Word and Friends. We got that vibe. Wade's Word and Friends. We got that vibe. And we gather around the tabletop, stories shared day and night, laughter cause we fly. Got that hold on close, yeah, we got that vibe, Wade's Word and Friends. Not alone cause you're my crew, we stick like super glue, memories in the park, we shine bright in the dark. Wade's Word and Friends, we rise above. In this circle, we find our love. Together we ignite. 'Cause we got that vibe. We feel alright.
Yeah, we got that vibe. We got that vibe. We certainly have that vibe. Yeah, so everybody, come on. Let's get ourselves centered. If you haven't had a chance, go out and get you some of that swag right there. Wade's Word and Friends swag. Yeah, it's really that simple. Go to wadeswordandfriends.com and grab some of that swag. Hey, what are you sipping on this morning? I'm sipping on, some pineapple juice to your health. Here we go. Ah, that tastes so good. You all, what are you drinking today? Drop it in the comment section as well. Yeah, to your health in this space, mind, body, spirit. We don't just want you to be healthy spiritually. We want you to be healthy mentally. And certainly we want you to be healthy, mentally and all of that good stuff physically. So make sure that you're doing those necessary things so that you can have longevity as it relates to your life. That's just eating right, drinking right, water, whatever floats your boat. We don't try to tell you what to do in this space. We just encourage you to do it, right? So don't just talk about it, be about it. You feel what I'm saying? I see Ann is drinking on some coffee. Maxine got some cranberry juice. Lori is drinking some coffee as well. Yeah, what you sipping on this morning? Because in this space, you ain't got to get up and go to a physical field, and you can just, be in your bedroom, be in your living room, be in your kitchen, just sipping, participating, celebrating our connection together. And that's such a wonderful and marvelous thing this morning. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I hope that you're excited about it as well. Yeah. Hey! Wade's Word and Friends. So let's go ahead and center ourselves real quick. So hey, dropping some new music. I'm going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to go on from there. I'm also celebrating my baby girl's birthday today, so y'all indulge me. I got a song about my baby girl Faith as well. I'm going to drop that in a second. I hope that you all enjoy it. As with all of our music, let us know how you feel about it, right? You can give that thumbs up, thumbs down. You can say, that's it. It's another one. This is how we celebrate one with another. And so let's go ahead and do that. So right where you are, get yourself centered. And when we say get yourself centered, just get to a comfortable place and a comfortable space. Just concentrate on the moment. This moment that we have gathered together to celebrate He who knows all things, He who sees all things, and He who makes all things well. But we're also here to celebrate one another. That means you and you and you, even you in the back of the room. Come on a little bit closer. We don't want to leave anybody out, but we want everybody to know that you are, in fact, loved, that there are some folks who care about you, who recognize your purpose and your value to this place we call this world. And so come on in. Take your shoes off. It's all right. It's all right to, celebrate one another. It's all right to celebrate the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So let's take our first breath together. Here we go. Breathe it in. Release it out. One more time. Come on with me today, this morning. Breathe it in. Release it out. I don't know about you, but I'm grateful. Gratefulness is always in order. And having a heart of gratefulness does not mean that we haven't faced any challenges, we haven't seen any obstacles, we haven't encountered folk who don't see our purpose and the value that we bring to this world, but we are grateful in spite of all of the things that would come to block who we are and whose we are. Yeah, we're grateful this morning in spite of those obstacles. We are grateful because today and always we recognize who holds the world in the palm of his hands. Yeah, some folks call him Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. Some folk call him their wheel in the middle of the wheel, their bridge over troubled waters. Some folk call him the Most High. Some folks call him their comforter, their peace, their resting place. Some folk call him Jesus. Do you mind if I just call him He who knows all things, He who sees all things, and He who makes all things well? Come on in here. Come on. Let's bring in this energy of gratefulness. Gratefulness because He's allowed us to see another day. Grateful because we are here today. Grateful because we got a little spare change in our pocket. Grateful because a portion of food has been given to us. Grateful. Grateful that we're in our right mind. Grateful that we can look up and see the stars and see the sun and see the moon. Grateful because He's been awesome. He is awesome. That does not mean that all circumstances have been awesome, but I discovered that He's a good God even on bad days. So I'm grateful for that this morning, and I hope that you are grateful too. Come on. Let's one more breath. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. In our breathing, we're releasing all of those toxins. We're releasing all of that negative energy. And we're centering ourselves on those things that are really important. Those things that really matter. Yeah, like you and me. Yeah, I'm grateful today because we serve an awesome God today. And I don't know about you, but I'm grateful. Then let's celebrate one another. That we made it, that we have in fact overcome. That you're walking in your purpose and the plan that He has for your life. That you're refusing to move in shame. Because we serve a God who loves us beyond our mistakes. Yeah, let's celebrate one another today. In a world that's often critical, judgmental, it's good to know that we can celebrate one another. That we can show love and not show hate. That we can give the kind of peace that has been given to us and the kind of joy that has been given to us. Yeah, let's celebrate one another this morning. Can you find it in your heart to celebrate? Everyone in the chat, you do that by just simply saying, let's celebrate one another together. Come on, just drop that word celebrate, celebrate, celebrate in the comments section today. Yeah, we're celebrating you and you and you because you don't look like what you've been through. Matter of fact, you look better than you've been through. And I celebrate that. I celebrate who you are. I celebrate what you've been through. I celebrate what you have overcome. I celebrate the fact that you have not lost your joy, that you have not lost your peace. Yeah, let's celebrate one another this morning. And then finally, let's celebrate the fact that we have this space where we don't tear down, but we lift up, where we encourage each and one another. Yeah, if you believe that today, just type that word celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. Man, I appreciate each and every one of you all this morning. So let's drop some new music. And while I'm pulling that together, don't just be a spectator this morning. Also participate. I'm going to drop on the ticker and the banner the various ways that you can give on today if you so choose. Go ahead and do that. I also drop this one right here that has the PayPal. Now let's just drop this one right here. And we just asked for $5, right? You got a little, as Chris Rock said, can you spare a little change for a brother? So if you got $5 today, go ahead and drop that on the Cash App. If you're over there on the Facebook side, you may see, depending on where you are, a link for the stars button. Click on that stars button and you can give 500 stars. 500 stars just equates to $5. It's 1 cent per star. So if you get 500 stars, that is $5. Yeah, don't just spectate, participate. And so we celebrate in our supporting together. So go ahead and do that if you don't mind. Yeah, $5 on the Cash App. You can support by giving via stars. You can also support by going and getting some of that swag, www.wayswordandfriends.com. You can get your t-shirt like what I got on today. We got all of that stuff over there. So go check it out. Some mugs like I just showed you this morning. Go get you one of these mugs. That thing is dope. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, go get you. We got some various mugs. We got some thermoses and all of that stuff. So go over there and do that. Thank you, Lori, for dropping that in the comments section as well. All right. Y'all ready for some music? All right. Let me. All right. So our first one, I'm just going to stay on camera. I'm going to see what y'all reaction is. I kind of went back old school, uh, you know, little hip hop, watch the BET Awards, you know, don't hate, congratulate. That's what I say. But either way, um, I love the segment where they went back to 106 and Park, kind of that old school music and everything like that. So it just, just energized me, brought out my creative spirit. And so here's this first one right here. Y'all let me know if you're feeling it. We're going to stay on camera and rock it together.
Yeah. Some call it destiny, some call it grace. I just call it purpose, finding my place in the grand design. An intricate weave, more than just existence, something to believe. So I manifest greatness with every single breath. Ways, word, and friends, the fire inside, forever supplying that strength and that courage to face every test with my faith as my guide. Bless. Word. So I lift my voice high with the soul's embrace. Brace for the journey, running this race with every step I take through trials and strife. I lean on the faith that guides my life. In the shadow of doubt, I rise to the call with the rhythm and the rhymes. I'll never fall, it's a message of hope I share like a fire. Ignite the spirit, let our hearts inspire. From the streets to the heavens, we stand united. With the love so strong, our souls ignited. Can't stop the movement, we're destined to soar. Keep the faith alive, let the gospel roar. Yo, check the mic 1, 2. This ain't no fiction, just trying to spit truth. Break through the friction in a world full of doubt where the real get tested. I hold to a power forever invested, not in gold chains or the whips that be gleaming, but in something deeper, a spiritual dream. From the concrete jungle where the wild winds blow, I found a peace within, help my spirit to grow. Seen cats fall off, chasing temporary highs, lost in the struggle, blinded by lies, but I kept my head up, focused on the light. Knew there was a purpose making everything right. Yeah, it's that faith, the anchor in the storm, keeps me grounded, keeps my spirit warm through the trials and the tribulations. I stand tall, hearing that whisper, answering the call. It ain't always easy, sometimes the path ain't clear, but that inner conviction, it conquers all fear. So I walk with a swagger, a righteous stride, with that unshakable faith right by my side.
Sleep, sleep, I am.
Through the highs and lows, I'll carry the light with the heart full of grace, ready to fight in the rhythm of his love. I'm never alone. Every beat, every verse, it's the truth that I own. I see the struggles rise, but I won't back down. With the spirit that lifts, I'm wearing my crown. Through the valleys and shadows, I'll sing my song. With a soul full of passion, I'm where I belong. Bringing hope to the hopeless, lifting them higher, sharing the message, let the spirit inspire.
Hey! Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, big ups, big ups. Big up, big up. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling that one right there. Yeah, just something a little different, I wanted to share today. Yeah, that was that old school harmony in the background. Yeah, definitely bring you back to that 106 and Park vibe. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So here's my next one. Lori, go ahead and I'm just gonna talk a little bit today. So gonna talk about faith and destiny. Faith and destiny. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. Maxine says, that's awesome melody and words. Okay, I feel y'all. Fire emoji and all of that good stuff. That's good. Okay. All right. So, hey, y'all know that I am a girl dad. And yes, it's Faith Destiny's birthday today. So, writing songs about everything else, but I'm certainly inspired by Faith Destiny. I got a tattoo on my shoulder that I did for Faith. And the heading of that tattoo says God's grace. And if some of y'all know my story, that's what faith has been for me. Yeah, she has given me not only a renewed sense of purpose, but she helped me to understand that God's grace is really real. You know, there's this story of David, and David has gone through some things and he has encountered some loss. But God, you know, blesses him with a blessing called Solomon. And that's what faith has been for me. And you know, I ain't have no girls before. This is my first girl. And so yeah. So even with her challenges, she has just been a ray of sunshine in my life. Yeah, she brings about so much joy in my life. So it's her birthday. So will y'all help me celebrate her birthday today? And so I wrote this little song. It's just simply entitled Faith, Destiny.
With a heart full of dreams, we'll dance through the night, guided by your light as we reach for new heights, teaching us patience, helping us see the beauty of life in all that can be. Faith, destiny, our love's melody so sweet. Forever together, you make us complete. We found you in the little moments, in the laughter of the night. A melody that lifts our souls, makes everything feel right. You gave us wings to rise above, made the struggle worthwhile. With every step we take in grace, together we'll walk that mile. Destiny, you're the answer to our prayer. The treasure we get to share. Destiny lighting up our skies. In your laughter, we find where our joy lies. Quiet and house, so hopefully the future we long to see. And I know a whispered prayer, a miracle beyond compare. Then a cry, a gentle sound, and pure love in that moment I found. My tiny hand, a tender face, fill the world with God's own grace. Faith, destiny, a gift from above, born of whispers wrapped in love. You're the laughter, light in our eyes, a constant blessing, sweet surprise. Through you, God's promise shines so bright. My precious daughter, a guiding light. You've taught us patience, joy, and might to see the world in a brand new light. A deeper faith, a stronger plea, a testament to what can be. God's amazing grace, a constant flow in every step as you learn and grow. Destiny, you're the answer to our prayer. You're the treasure we get to share. All you year to flow out. Every seal, every sea, oh, sweet, sweet girl. You're the best you're in all the land. Oh, yeah. The answer to our praise. From the love to share. For my share. What I say. You answer to our prayer. Run in the vein of this. You turn one of that.
Yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one in the comment section. You know, sometimes you just write a song and, you know, just touch your heart and you just got to play that thing back. So I'm going to play it back one more time, you know, so y'all can really, you know, feel what I'm feeling over here right now this morning. Here we go. Faith, Destiny.
With a heart full of dreams, we'll dance through the night, guided by your light as we reach for new heights, teaching us patience, helping us see the beauty of life in all that can be. Faith, destiny, our love's melody so sweet. Forever together, you make us complete. We found you in the little moments, in the laughter of the night. A melody that lifts our souls, makes everything feel right. You gave us wings to rise above, made the struggle worthwhile. With every step we take in grace, Together we'll walk that mile. Destiny, you're the answer to our prayer. The treasure we get to share. Destiny lighting up our skies. In your laughter, we find where our joy lies. Quiet and house, so hopefully with your joy long to see. And I know my whispered prayer, a miracle beyond compare. Then a cry, a gentle sound, and pure love in that moment I found. A tiny hand, a tender face, fill the world with God's own grace. Faith, destiny, a gift from above, born of whispers wrapped in love. You're the laughter, light in our eyes, a constant blessing, sweet surprise. Through you, God's promise shines so bright. My precious daughter, a guiding light. You taught us patience, joy, and might to see the world in a brand new light. A deeper faith, a stronger plea, a testament to what can be. God's amazing grace, a constant flow in every step as you learn and grow. Destiny, you're the answer to our prayer. To our love, your treasure we get to share. All you year to flow around. Every seal, every sea, sweet, sweet girl. You're the best in all the land. Oh, you're the answer to our praise. From love to share. For my treasure to share. What I say. You answer to our prayer. Rather than the bad love and stress. You turn you on the land.
Come on now. Yeah, y'all know. Yeah. That was one that came from the heart. That's entitled Faith, Destiny. Yeah, if you're loving that vibe, loving that music right there, just drop some emojis in the comment section or just simply say love it. Let us know. We want to hear from you all. All right, we seeing the hearts and all of that good stuff. Yeah, coming in. Lori, go ahead. Hebrews 11, chapter number 1. Hebrews 11, chapter number 1. Lest y'all say I didn't give you a scripture, because I know how some folk be acting. So Hebrews chapter number 1, it just simply says, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Faith, destiny. That's what I want to talk about today. Faith, destiny.
Word and friends, sing it with me. Word and friends, in a world full of shadows where doubts often creep, we're called to stand steady, a promise to keep. Not by our own might, but by grace from above. We walk in the power of faith and love. Oh, faith and love, the twin flames burn so bright, guiding our footsteps through the darkest of night. Faith to believe though we may not yet see, and love to embrace for all humanity.
When trials surround us and burdens feel great, remember the cross and God's merciful stay. His word is our anchor, His spirit our dove, empowering our journey with faith and love.
It's a holy connection, a divine embrace, reflecting His glory, His truth and His grace. From glory to glory, we rise on the wings of the hope that faith and love truly bring.
Let's rise together hand in hand, breaking through chains, taking our stand. In moments of silence, his whispers are near, finding us closer,
casting out fear. Oh, faith and love, they're the rhythm and beat.
moving with purpose, unyielding and sweet.
With every step forward, we'll sing our own song. In this tapestry woven, together we're strong. In the rhythm of the city, word and friend find our way. Through trials and tribulations, come one day. Together we rise and run into fall. With faith and love flow like a river so wide.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I want to talk to you about faith, destiny. You know, when we talk about destiny, we often think about this kind of predetermined future. You know, this kind of path laid out before us. And in the spiritual sense, I would say that's absolutely true. I do believe that God has a plan and a purpose for our lives. I do believe that God is cultivating us and that God has placed us on this journey of discovery, not only who we are, but whose we are, and connecting us with others along the way. So from my perspective, it is no mystery, it is not a surprise that God has brought you and others into this space with me. So I do believe that God has a magnificent plan for each of us. I'm not just talking about me, but I'm talking about you too. But our faith isn't just a passive acceptance of that. Our faith has to be an active participant in bringing that destiny to what God has called it to be. That's what Hebrews 11:1 is talking about. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the convictions of things not seen. You've often heard me paraphrase this text simply as faith acts like a thing is so, even when it is not so, that it might be so. So it is my faith wrapped in God's love that connects me to my destiny. Come on, let me say it again. It is my faith saturated in God's love that connects me to my destiny. So this, if you will, text is not just a definition of faith, but it is in fact a declaration of faith's power. Oftentimes when I'm interviewing somebody, I'll say, slow down, you got to, rewind, run that back, because, when you hear something powerful, you just can't move past that quickly. Here it is. Hebrews 11:1 is not just a definition of faith, and if we're not careful, which we often do, we get caught up with the definitions of Scripture. But this text is actually a declaration of faith's power. Because it tells us that faith isn't just merely wishful thinking, but it is, in fact, an assurance, a firm conviction that what we hope for, that what God has promised will indeed come to pass.
That's the Bible, y'all.
Yeah, that's the Bible, y'all. That's the Bible, y'all. Is anybody picking up what I'm putting down? Let me say that again. It is not just simply a definition, but it is, in fact, a declaration of faith's power, an assurance, a firm conviction that what we hope for, that what God has promised, it will indeed come to pass. Even when we can't see it with our physical eyes. Yeah, is anybody picking up what I'm putting down this morning? Can somebody just, get with me this morning? It's not just a definition, but it is in fact a declaration. And I wondered this morning, is there anybody who will declare with me that through faith I have the assurance, the conviction that what he says, he will do. I have the assurance, the conviction that weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming. I have the assurance that trouble does not last always. I have the assurance that if God is for me, he is more than the world against me. I have the assurance that I can resist the enemy and he will in fact flee from us, me, you, and I. Yeah, my friends, this is the starting point of faith destiny. It begins with believing in the unseen. Some of y'all who've been hanging with me a little while, I used to say, I'm walking with my eyes closed. That's what faith is. It is the assurance of standing and believing and trusting in him even when my eyes can't see it. So it begins with believing in the unseen, trusting in the character of the invisible God. Anybody picking up what I'm putting down?
Man, them some bars, yo.
Yeah. Anybody picking up what I'm putting down this morning? Think about Abraham. Abraham is called to go to a place that he ain't never seen. He doesn't know anything about. And all he has is a promise that you will become the father of many nations. What did Abraham have? He didn't have anything physical. What he had was the assurance of the problem, the conviction that if God said it, it shall come to pass. He couldn't see his descendants. He couldn't see the land. All he had was the assurance, the belief to know that if he said it, it shall come to pass. And so faith was the vehicle, if you will, that transported him from his present reality to God's promised future. I don't know how you feel about it this morning, but ain't that good news? Yes, his faith was the vehicle that transported him from the present reality. And every now and then you got to allow faith to become the vehicle that moves you from your present reality. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're wrestling with, but you have to allow your faith to transport you from what you see to what can be. Oh, I'm talking better than you all are typing this morning.
That's the Bible, y'all.
But understand this, faith's destiny isn't always about the grand and the sweeping and the big. Often it's woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. Some of y'all are looking for the big mountain when your promise might be found in a little hill. Some of y'all are looking for the grand when your promise is found in the small. This is why the Bible says, don't grow weary over small beginnings. Yeah, it's woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. It's the faith that gets you through a difficult diagnosis, causes you to believe in God's healing power or his sustaining grace. It's the faith that helps you to navigate financial hardships, trusting that God will prepare for you on a daily. Some of y'all are looking to hit it big, but you fail to realize that being grateful and having a spirit of gratitude is not just a one occurrence future event, but it's an everyday thing. Lord, I thank you for waking me up this morning. Lord, I thank you for keeping me this morning, today. Lord, I thank you because you've been good to me today. It's the faith that allows you to forgive someone who has wronged you, believing in the power of reconciliation and God's transforming love. Can I get somebody to type real quick? Faith, destiny. So faith isn't a one-time event. Some of us are looking for that one-time event. If I could just, hit it today. If I could just, 7-7. If I could just hit the lottery today. No, it's a journey, y'all. It's a journey. And this is why I often say, don't allow anybody to convince you that one chapter in your life is the completion of your book. Because just like in any book, right, some books start off slow, some books are drama filled, some books have a little bit of tragedy, some books have heroes in them. Never allow one chapter of your life to cause you to think that that's the end of your story, because faith isn't a one-time event. It's a journey. And like any journey, there will be twists and turns and sometimes even detours. Am I talking to anybody this morning? Is anybody picking up what I'm putting down? There will be moments when our faith, in fact, will be tested. When doubt whispers in our ears, you can't make it. You won't overcome this thing. You're not who you think that you are. But it's in those moments when doubt tries to whisper in our ears, that's when faith, destiny kicks in. It is at those moments when faith's destiny feels the furthest away. This is when our faith kicks in and helps us to understand that problems are just possibilities in disguise. It is through my faith, and it's through our faith when we get the opportunity to deepen our resolve and deepen our strength. It is through our faith when we look at the Red Seas of our lives that we say, we shall not die on this side. We will not break down on this side, but we, in fact, will cross over. The Bible, the Bible, is full of stories of individuals whose faith was tested. So what makes you and I think that it would be any different for us? Yeah, Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers. Spent years in prison. And even in prison was ridiculed and lied on and all of that kind of stuff. Yet his faith in God's ultimate plan never wavered. That's the Bible, y'all.
That's the Bible, y'all.
He held on to his conviction that God was working all things for his good, even when the circumstances screamed otherwise. Is anybody picking up what I'm putting down this morning? And what was the destiny of his faith? He became a powerful leader in Egypt, saving countless lives, including those of his own family. His family, ultimately, those same brothers that sold him out, he had to bring them in. Y'all ain't picking up what I'm putting down.
Man, them some bars, yo.
Yeah, the ones who sold him out, he had to take them in. And so true, this is the story of our lives. The very ones who ridicule us, the very ones who talk about us. Don't you get it twisted. They end up needing us. Ain't that good? Ain't that the good news today? See, it is through faith. It's through the assurance and the conviction that what God says, it shall come to pass. It may not look like it today. It may not look like it tomorrow, but you keep on holding on to his unchanging hand. Do I have anybody in the space this morning on this day? Yeah, that you are recognizing faith's destiny in your life. Yeah, it's not over. It's not done. You keep on living. You keep on trusting. You keep on moving. You keep on believing. You keep on standing firm in the conviction of your faith. Because he's working out all things for your good. Some of y'all talking about that's Joseph, that's Old Testament. And that was way back in the day and everything like that. But think about Peter, bold and impulsive, declared his unwavering loyalty to Jesus only to deny him 3 times. But Jesus, in his infinite wisdom and grace, knew Peter's heart. Isn't it good to know today that he knows our hearts? Even in spite of what sometimes comes out of our lips. Don't act like that. Don't look at Peter strange, because many times, many of us have said things out of our lips that wasn't really connected to our hearts. We may have been mad. We may have been upset. We may have been frustrated. And we said some things even out of ignorance, even out of frustration that we probably shouldn't have said. But thanks be to God that he knows our heart in spite of what comes out of our lips. Ain't that good news today? Yeah. Jesus knew Peter's heart, and after the resurrection, Jesus restored Peter and Peter's faith through faltering. He said, hey, Satan has desired to sift you as wheat, but I have prayed that your faith fail you not. And this ultimately leads Peter to be one of the most successful foundational leaders in this thing of ministry. His destiny was not derailed by a stumble. Let me stop right there and pause right there, because a lot of folks have you convinced, especially them sanctified, high mighty folk who don't have no sense, no understanding of how God really works as it relates to our divinity and our humanity. Many times they will try to convince you that one stumble will derail the plan that God has over your life. But what we learned through Peter's life, it is not through that one stumble that derailed his life, but his life was redefined by grace and renewed by faith. Oh, I'm talking better.
That's the Bible, yo.
I'm talking better than y'all typing
Man,
this
them
morning.
some bars, yo.
No, his destiny was not derailed by a stumble. And don't you allow a stumble to derail your purpose and the plan that God has for your life, but allow it to redefine or to be redefined by God's grace and God's love and God's care for you. I feel like taking a pause right here and just talking to somebody who somebody has tried to convince you that your stumble has set you back. But I stand here to tell you right now, it is through the stumble sometimes that we really see the grace of God and his true glory. And I declare to you this morning, if God did it for me, he can do it for you too. So take this opportunity today to renew your faith. to stand firm in the assurance and the conviction that what God said, it shall come to pass. So how do we embrace our faith's destiny? First, we just continue to listen to God's voice. That still small whisper in our spirit, prompted by the person of the Holy Spirit. And sometimes God's voice sounds crazy. Yeah, sometimes God causes you to do things that everybody else around you says, that's crazy. Just stick to the script, Doc. But sometimes his voice sounds totally opposite of the very things that some folk who think they really know the Lord try to tell you to do, because many of our definitions today have been defined by tradition and not by God. Peter, get off this boat. Everybody on the boat said, Peter, don't you believe that? Don't nobody walk on the water. You know, Jesus different. But don't you think that you Jesus? But the Bible says he walked. You know, those brothers with leprosy and all of that, you know, those ones who wanted to be healed, and everybody in the neighborhood said, nah, you ain't got no business being around here. You're cursed for life. Go live with the cursed folk. But Jesus saw something better. And the Bible says that one of them came back because he looked at his hands, and his hands looked new. Looked at his feet, and they did too. And he came back and he gave him glory, honor, and praise. Even Paul, the most, if you will, traditionalist of them all, the Pharisee of the Pharisee, had to come to the place that if God said it, it will come to pass. In spite of all of his religious dogma, in spite of all of his pharisaical thinking, he discovered a God that was bigger than what he was taught, that was bigger than what he had read. Yeah, because on that day when he felt like he was losing his mind, and the Bible says that he prayed 3 times that this thing would be shaken off of him, God said, no, I'm going to give you grace to handle even that. So listen to his voice. I sent out to some of my friends this week. I said, many of us get caught up in the preacher, but don't put your faith in no preacher, because a preacher will let you down. I'll let you down. Here it is. I'm human. We will let one another down, but God won't. And that's why I'm thankful for his grace. And that's why I walk it out by faith. Second, faith is not static. It requires action. I told you about Abraham. Abram packed up and left. He left from his family looking for a city that's not built by the hands of man, but were built by God. Peter, Peter, after the resurrection, boldly stood up and said, we are not drunk. And some of y'all suppose, but we are filled with this glory. That's the Bible.
Man, them some bars, yo.
So what is God asking you to do today? Because faith is not stagnant. It requires some action. I asked some of y'all to drop $5. Will your faith allow you to release that $5 into the atmosphere and see what God would do with it? Some of y'all need peace. Will you release some peace so that God can send some peace your way? Some of y'all talking about, don't nobody love me. Maybe you should release some love so that God can send some love your way, because faith is not static. It requires action. So what is God asking you to do today? And then the third thing, you got to recognize that you've got to persevere through all of your trials, because you're going to have some, y'all. It's a fool who believes that because he's rocking with Jesus, he'll never have any problems again in his life. No, you got to persevere through them trials. You got to persevere through them situations. You've got to have some resolve. Faith acts like a thing is so, even when it is not so, that it might be so. Why? Because life be life, and sometimes life throws us challenges. But don't let them setbacks define your destiny. Instead, let them refine your faith. Man, I'm giving y'all bar after bar after bar today.
Man, them some bars, yo.
And why can I persevere? Because I realize that God gets in the fire. He gets in the fire with us. And then finally, and I'm done, you got to learn how to trust God's timing. Not just your timing. I get it. I get it. There are some things that we think we need right now, that we want right now, that we got to have right now. But you've got to learn how to trust God's timing. I stand on this. I say it all the time. Some of y'all gave up too soon. You gave up right before your breakthrough was coming. You quit too soon. You quit right before your breakthrough was coming. Some of y'all turned and ran away. You left too soon. Right before your breakthrough was coming. So finally, don't waver in your faith. Walk in your destiny. Stand on his promise. Because faith is the assurance, the conviction that what God said, it shall come to pass. Faith acts like a thing is so, even when it is not so, that it might be so.
Wait, word, and friends, sing it with me. Wait, word, and friends. In a world full of shadows where doubts often creep, we're called to stand steady, a promise to keep. Not by our own might, but by grace from above. We walk in the power of faith and love. Oh, faith and love, the twin flames burn so bright, guiding our footsteps through the darkest of night. Faith to believe though we may not yet see, and love to embrace for all humanity.
When trials surround us and burdens feel great, remember the cross and God's merciful stay. His word is our anchor, his spirit our dove, empowering our journey with faith and love.
It's a holy connection, a divine embrace, reflecting his glory, his truth, and his grace. From glory to glory, we rise on the wings of the hope that faith and love truly bring.
Let's rise together hand in hand, breaking through chains, taking our stand. In moments of silence, His whispers are near, binding us closer,
Casting out fear. Oh, faith and love, they're the rhythm and beat.
moving with purpose, unyielding and sweet.
With every step forward, we'll sing our own song. In this tapestry woven, together we're strong. In the rhythm of the city, word and friend find our way. Through trials and tribulation, word and friend come one day. Together we ride, and none into fall. With faith and love flow, like a river so wide.
Welcome back, Faith. Faith's destiny. Faith's destiny. Listen, we have. I see you, John. Yeah, that was a little bop right there. I see. Yeah, I see. I've dropped the link for you all. If you want to pop in and holler at your boy, all you got to do is click on the link today. Again, you can come in on camera. If you don't want to come in on camera, just turn your camera off and you'll just come in on the audio side. We would love to hear from you, your thoughts on what we just talked about today, the music that we've shared. Yeah, anything that we've done today, we will take your questions as well. If you have any questions for me, yeah, you can share those questions as well. You can drop that in the comments section as well. Ask your question in the comments section. Share your thoughts on today in the comments section. But we would love to hear from you today. So I'll drop the link one more time. Give you an opportunity to come in today and, yeah, share with your boy. Gladys Douglas. Okay. I think Jermaine had a comment up here too. I'll drop that up there as well. And others. So come on into the space. We would love to hear from you. All right. I see Whitney has made her way into the space. Let's see what Whitney has to share with us today. Whitney, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Rodney. Good morning, everyone.
morning.
Happy Father's Day, Rodney, and to all the dads out there.
Thank you.
How y'all
Thank
doing?
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great word today. I
Oh,
didn't
appreciate
see the link until after. I'm like, wait, when did I missed the email this morning, but
Yeah, I messed that up. I thought I had sent it out. And then I tried to send it out real quick this morning. So that was my bad.
okay, no worries. I was like, I'll come in at the end. Well,
Yeah,
great word today. It couldn't have went any better being on Faith Destiny's birthday. So shout out to Faith. Happy birthday. The little unicorn, I seen her. She looked like she had so much fun.
yeah. She did. She had a good time. You see, she was wore out right at the end.
Yeah, that car ride home, I know it's some deep seas in there.
Yeah. She was wore out. Yeah. But she had a good time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect day though. But great message today, man. Yo, you had some bars today. I was all in the chat, like those were some bars.
Yeah.
Just grateful to be here today, to be alive, thanking God for his for his grace and his mercy,
Mhm.
and thanking God for, the faith that he allowed me to build up. It's very important for us to know your faith, to have big faith, to, just allow those small things, appreciate those small things, but also know in due time, you will be at the mountaintops again. You know what I mean? Things are going to happen, and we got to take it like, what they say, like one grain of salt at a time. I don't know. But just for everybody, please keep your faith. Know that your destiny is real. God is real, and he is here with y'all. He's here with us always. And Ronnie said it best today. I wrote something in the chat. I can't see it, but you said make your problem. What that is?
Yeah.
I forgot what you said, but you said a lot of bars today. I can't see because I'm on the screen. I'm like, dang, what was it? But I wrote them with some bars today.
Okay. Yeah.
But then again, like I said, today's Father's Day. Rodney, we appreciate you. You are a great man. You're a great father. You're a great leader, a great man of God. And we really, really appreciate you. Today is about you. Faith, too, because it's her birthday. So y'all share today. And y'all busted out in 2 days or whatever. But, enjoy your day. Shakira, he said he don't want no socks or no ties or nothing like that. So give my man something to eat, right? Let him put his feet up, give him a little lemonade with some fresh lemons in it.
I know that's right.
Right. And to all the fathers out there, enjoy your day. Love on your family. Everybody, love on the fathers. Give them their due diligence. A lot of men don't get recognition the way that they should. But I appreciate all you fathers out there, and I appreciate all you great men. And thank God for y'all.
Absolutely. I think you were talking about, here it is right here. Problems are just possibilities in disguise.
They definitely are. And
problems.
We've
been called to solve things, not.
Yes.
And so if we can flip our mindset around that, right, that the problems are just possibilities in disguise. Have you ever, I was just somewhere yesterday and I was introducing something new on my job and some of the people were like, man, if I had just thought of that idea. How many times have we said that, right? Because anything that we see created in the world, it first was a problem.
Right.
So we can start to look at things, look at those problems and say, hey, how can I be the solution to that? That opens up a waterfall of creativity and opportunity. How many times have you pulled out the toothpick and said, man, I wish I'd have thought about that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Right?
No, you're absolutely right.
And so sometimes in us looking at the world, we like to focus in on the problem. But if we can say, man, can I find a solution to that problem? Can I be a solution for that problem? And that's what that means. Problems are just possibilities in disguise. But it's up to us through faith to be that solution, to be that change. I also see Precious has made her way up. We're going to bring her in as well. What's up, Precious? What's on your mind?
Oh, you're on mute.
She's off mute now. Go ahead and share.
Nope, you're still on mute.
I show her off mute here. There you go. Go ahead and sign out and come back in again. And we'll see if we can make it work this time. All right. The link, let me put the link up one more time for anyone who wants to pop in. And again, you don't have to come in on video. You can come in on audio as well. Yeah, so come on in. Let me look at some of these comments, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I see Happy Father's Day. All right, let me bring you to the stage. All right, we should be able to hear you. Go ahead, Precious.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm a little under the weather. I went to a couple graduations, and I think it was a lot of hugging, a lot of people around.
Yeah.
So I got a little cold. But I just want to come up here and thank you for the word today. I think it really resonated in me. And happy birthday, Faith, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Big ups.
I just wanted to say I'm happy to be here today. My son graduated high school this week.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think the word faith resonated in me a lot, that we needed that word today as me and Whitney are embarking on our new business venture. You know, we've been having some setbacks lately, but, you know, like you said, you know, you can't quit. You got to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to keep that faith, because as soon as you get ready to quit, you're missing something big. So I just felt like that resonated in me. With anything you do, you have to have the faith, and you have to come up with a solution to your problems.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I appreciate that word, and happy Father's Day to everyone in the chat.
Absolutely. So listen, we want to stand with with you two in your business endeavor, in your work together. We want to encourage you both. Yeah, you know, it's a faith journey, right? And what you have embarked on will come with this share of setbacks and roadblocks. But if you can persevere through the storm, if you can be resilient through it all, you'll reach your goals. And so I want to encourage you all in that. I want the folks in the chat today to send you all some encouraging words around your business endeavor as well. You know, and not just, you know, a lot of times we like, I can send some prayers, but, you know, they may not know what you're involved in, but maybe find a way to connect, to support, you know. That could just be a simple, encouraging word. But sometimes, what do we say? Faith is not just static. It's tangible. It's tangible. It's an action word. So maybe somebody in the chat want to support you all in your work. And if you want to do that, at the end, Wit is going to share her information so you can get connected with Wit and find out how you can support them in their work. I did it. I hope that you all will do that as well, because in this space, we want to support one another, right? We want to encourage one another. We want to big up one another. And I know sometimes, you know, life be life, but we want to celebrate you both and tell you that we're supporting what you all are doing. And we just wanted to encourage you, also encourage Wit, to keep on pressing, because sometimes in life, hey, I'm an example of that. You may see it, but sometimes other folk, you know, they don't see it. But at the end of the day, this is what I would encourage you to do, because this is how I operate. You know, I'd rather have a fast no than a slow yes.
Right.
I would rather have a fast no than a slow yes, because a slow yes wastes my time and my energy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
so if no, cool, let it be no, keep it moving. But I don't entertain slow yeses, because ultimately they just end up wasting my time and my energy. So if I could give you one word on that, maybe that's the word for y'all today. Okay.
Yes. I like that. Thank you,
Appreciate
Rodney.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. I thought we had Shakira come in. I don't know what happened to her. Let's see if she wants to pop back in. I hear Faith making some noise, so maybe that's why she popped out. I thought I saw her. I'm gonna give her a few more minutes and see if she wants to come in, and if not, we're gonna get on up out of here. Let me see if she wants to pop in.
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to my dad, AC,
Okay.
all the way from Tuskegee, Alabama. He on today. Happy Father's Day.
Okay. Alabama. What's Tuskegee, Alabama?
Yep.
Oh, big ups. That's where all my people from. Alabama. Yep, Alabama.
Right.
Mon Dukes was on earlier. Birmingham, Montgomery, I used to spend a lot of time in Alabama in my youth.
Really?
So I remember them dirt roads and
Man,
them
it's
sugar.
different down there. It's definitely different.
I know them sugar cane fields and them big, what I used to call plantation houses out there. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it's definitely different now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
actually
have
went
fond
down there
memories.
during college. It was college football season. Man, they don't play
Yeah.
about that down there, man.
Yeah.
They don't
No,
play.
they don't play about the Crimson Tide. No, they don't play
Yes.
about.
It's roll
Yeah.
tide or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. They
Yeah.
serious about it though.
Absolutely. All right, so I don't think that Shakira is going to come up. So we're going to go out this way, the way that we started. Let me get here. We're going to go out the way that we started. Let's just rock out with the little old school rap, and we're going to get up out here. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, we went out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch on today. Make sure that you subscribe in all of our spaces. We will be dropping some content on Instagram and TikTok a little bit later. Make sure that you get connected in those spaces. Tell the folk where they can find you. Obviously, you can find me on all of the social media spaces. I'm either under Wade's Word and Friends or Rodney Wade. So get connected, support what we're doing. If you didn't give anything, if you didn't put anything on it, find it in your heart to drop that $5 if you don't mind. And let me put that banner up there again so that you can support in that way. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Whitney Sade Chappelle, the whole name. Find me up there anytime, and then check me out on Ways, Words, and Friends too, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, we're gonna go out this way. We love y'all. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. And
Yes,
we'll talk to
love
you real
y'all.
soon. Get connected. Get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying?
Some call it
Let's just
destiny,
rock out
some
this
call
way.
it grace. I just call it purpose, finding my place in the grand design. An intricate weave, more than just existence. Something to believe, so I manifest greatness with every single breath. Ways, word, and friends, this fire inside, forever supplying that strength and that courage to face every test with my faith as my guide. Let's word. So I lift my voice high with the soul's embrace. Praise for the journey, running this race. With every step I take through trials and strife, I lean on the faith that guides my life. In the shadow of doubt,
Appreciate
I
y'all.
rise to
Talk to
the
you real
call
soon.
with the
Love you.
rhythm and the rhymes.
Hey.
I'll never fall. It's a message of hope I share like a fire. Ignite the spirit, let our hearts inspire. From the streets to the heavens, we stand united with the love.